talking about your Boston experience there, the first one, and you said that Gus was the band director. But as I understand it, that before Band 10 had broken up, they had actually been transferred to Philadelphia. Is that right?
Philadelphia Navy Yard.
Yeah, and the band broke up in Philadelphia.
Right.
So you went from Philadelphia to Boston.
Right.
And you were close to home.
Right.
So you spent some time in that band.
Right.
Right?
They raised the Ogallala.
Oh, it's back out to Pearl, yeah?
Yeah. So as part of the contents of my wallet when the USS Ogallala was raised from the depths of Pearl Harbor in June 1942. Got different fragments of things and all in here. Then have something. And I recovered from the USS Ogallala in June 19, after she was recovered from a temporary watery grave. There was a band fund we had put in every quarter, every payday, and whenever we needed money for Liberty, we'd borrow it, then pay it back. So when they raised the ship, the yard works had already been in there. That robbed a lot of the stuff that was there, but I said, I bet they don't know where the band fund was in the one angle iron. And sure enough, they hadn't touched it, so I broke it open. And I got this money out. I got a lot of money. And I brought it back to the band. We divided all. We all got so much of that. So that's from there. Recovered from the. See, that's all from the Ogallala. The band fund. There's the coins. They're all changed colors: nickels, dimes, quarters, fragments, shrapnel.
Well, let's get you back, Frank, to the school of music there, because it was from there. I don't know when you made one or any of those things, because I wasn't around there.
Well, after Sampson, New York, I went aboard the aircraft carrier Valley Forge. I became a plank owner too.
Okay.
Was the original crew.
Yeah.
That was 1946.
All right.
And we made a round-the-world trip with the Valley Forge.
Uh-huh.
All those round. I met so many people.
Happy Valley.
And we were both launched in the Philadelphia Navy, the USS Princeton, which was a sister ship. I went the whole world's cruise with the Valley Forge. When I came back, they put us on the Princeton. We went on a cruise in the Princeton, other aircraft carriers. So it's two aircraft carriers in a row.
Uh-huh. You remember who the band directors were on there that you had on the?
I was a band director.
Oh, on Valley Forge.
Right.
And then you went over to Princeton and spent some time on it.
Then I went to Boston.
Ah, okay.
This is a newspaper almost started built after the Japs attacked.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't mention the Ogallala by name, but it says one of the ships was laying on its side. That was us. Okay. And Ogallala had quite a history behind her. They called her the old lady with a past.
Well, you never forget your first ship. That's for.
She was
for
originally the USS Shawmut, named after an Indian pride in New England.
Uh-huh.
Before they named her the Ogallala, and she was a seaplane tender then. But no, this is throwing things out of context here.
Well, I wanted to get you up to the time that you took the second Unitas band, because Ralph Rillo had the first Unitas.
Yeah, Rillo had
band.
the first one.
Yeah.
And I took the next one. And I had a terrific Admiral John Tyree.
Uh-huh.
And he liked me a lot. That's when we played for him coming aboard the ship. And and he had been listening to the band before. And they said, "Bandmaster, report up to the bridge." It went up real fast. He said, "Where the hell have you been?" I said, "Admiral, I tried to get up real fast." He said, "I don't mean that." I said, "When the hell have they been hiring you?" He said, "We need someone like you." And that's when the word got out that I was doing something different. So from then on, I was a Unitas band, the band that make those tours. And that Admiral says that your band came by, but they played very poorly. He says he faulted them. I said they missed the maestro.
That's history.
Yeah.
If you're gone, we ain't gonna have that history. Who in the hell knows it besides you?
Oh, here's a picture, 1940 in the Havel Gazette, front page. My father reading that I survived the Jap attack at Pearl Harbor. They had this picture on the front page.
Was that
And
right?
here they had a picture of me in my Navy blue uniform.
Is that right?
That was in December 1941. Boy, when they, no, he had a sign for me because I wasn't 21. And when he heard that the ship had sunk, he said, they should have cut my arm off. I should have signed it.
Yeah, that's pretty good there now. That's not bad.
That I had survived.
Pasquale Forgione.
And that was right after Christmas. They had no Christmas. And then when they found out that I was alive, they broke out, they put a Christmas tree up. Had Christmas anyway.
Well, like I was saying, there's a lot of things that are just general in nature, and things that are happening around the school there that you and Skinny can just confab about, just general stuff. It's all good, and we kind of followed you, from the time that you came in until got you up to the school, and that was the latest things that you did in the Navy. Just tell some stuff. Doesn't matter what it is.
No, on Pearl Harbor Day, I always get called upon to do something that they find out. So, but my students put this together in honor of a special person on Pearl Harbor Day.
Was that right?
They wrote a nice note. My wife cries every time she reads this.
Well, how's it go?
That was 7 December 2001. Thanks for all the hard work and dedication and all these things. And they signed it.
Oh, read it. Read it,
The
Frank.
whole thing.
Yeah, read it. We got time.
Thanks for all the hard work and dedication that you have shown us. We appreciate everything you have done. For the band and band members, we will keep your wife in our prayers and hope that she gets better. She had a very bad asthma attack. Thank you for always being there for us and providing guidance, structure, discipline in our lives. Even though it may seem like no one cares about you, everyone has you. And what you've accomplished in our hearts, we all love you. Hope you stay at NEMA. The best battalion band. Company Commander Rogers, he signed it.
Now these are from your students up where you went after you got out of the Navy.
Yeah.
Now tell us about that so they can get documented. You went up to this little academy in New York?
The New York Military Academy.
New York Military Academy.
Right.
And this is a deal that they gave you on Pearl Harbor Day.
Right.
Yeah, that's
They
very
haven't
neat.
signed it. They have their nickname, Noel Paul. I called her Miss America, so she signed it Miss America too.
Yeah.
And Jordan Masters, a.k.a. Tiny Tim, and he's the tallest guy in the band.
Ah.
He was really a tall guy.
Yeah.
So I call him Tiny Tim. Then with the bass tube, the sousaphone, he's a monster. So he's Tiny Tim.
Now you carried that band to some different places too, right?
Yes, yes.
Cause didn't you guys go to France one time? Did you?
Yeah, we went to France, went to England. I took that band. That band had never been anywhere, never been out of the States. They went to someplace south once. That's all they ever did. When I went in there, I took them to England twice. I took them to France twice.
Yeah. See, this is the important thing about this archive when people look at it, to recognize the depth that Navy music has and how many people it has reached. I mean, the heritage is just so very, very deep.
And another thing I did, I brought them to Australia too. I got them all the way to Australia.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they went back and
She
she was
writes
still
to my
alive.
wife and all.
Yeah.
Well, this was before I met my wife. But We even went to, I took that band to Australia. They'd never been out anywhere out of the States. But I got up there and I got them out. But the way they signed this one guy, Kirk, terrific saxophone player. But he's a young kid though. I just call him the little boy. And he signs Kirk, the little boy, puts down. It was a good band.
Yeah.
Another interesting flashback is my bandmaster I had at Pearl Harbor.
Or Parks?
Bob Parks, yes. He came to visit me, and he was slowly dying. He had smoked himself to death. And I took him to the hospital, and I come out the gate, and I was in my Navy uniform, and the Marine saluted me. He said, "You little punk, I knew you're nothing." I says, "Bob, please, they were saluting you." I said, "They wouldn't have saluted me for the banter you gave me."
That's right.
I said, "They were saluting you." And he bought that, which was true.
Yeah, the little points that people
Bob Parks
miss.
is a terrific guy. Everybody liked him.
Yeah.
They called him Bunny Parks. But they were saluting me.
I think that's the name that I remember. See, you say Bob Parks, and as soon as you said Bunny Parks,
Yeah, they call him Bunny Parks
yeah,
too.
something
Same
clicked in
guy.
my head because
Bunny
I've heard
Parks. He was
Bunny
a
Parks.
wonderful
It's
person.
like Peaches Johnson. Somebody give you his real name. Who the devil is that? Oh, Peaches. You know, everybody knew him through Peaches. And it's like as soon as you mention Bunny Parks, it's like driving down here. You mentioned Dufall, Doggy Dufall. You know,
He wasn't aboard during the attack. He was married. He was at home. But when he came back, the ship was there. He said, "Where's everybody?" He's trying to find us all when we were worried about us.
yeah,
Wonderful person.
yeah.